Do you know how low fat and low carb diets help you lose weight? Do you know that most clinical trials on dieting have a fundamental limitation which makes their conclusions less reliable? And finally, which is the better diet to lose weight, low fat or low carb? All that and much more in this video. When we were kids, 30-40 years ago, we were told to eat low-fat food for weight loss. This was logical because fats are the condensed source of calories, and to lose weight, you obviously want to lose fat. So one was told to eat puffed rice all the time. And guess what? People lost weight doing that. Not only that, the low-fat food was supposed to be good, even for your heart. This was called the diet-heart hypothesis. However, the world slowly realized that heart disease went hand in hand with diabetes, and diabetes had to do with high carbohydrate intake. So the experts slowly started paying attention to the possibility that it is not the fats but the carbs that are the cause of our problem. Out of that came a new hypothesis called carbohydrate insulin hypothesis. When you eat carbs, your blood sugar as well as insulin levels rise. Insulin helps your blood sugar to enter your muscle and fat cells for burning. Insulin simultaneously does a few other things. It makes your liver convert the excess carbs into fat, and it also prevents stored body fats from converting into blood sugar for burning. Therefore, if you eat a lot of carbs regularly, you are going to gain weight. So the advocates of this hypothesis advise people to adopt a low carb meal. And guess what? It worked. There were excellent results of weight loss along with significant improvement in other health parameters that affect diabetes and heart disease. So which diet is better for you? Low carb or low fat? People lost weight in the earlier days on low fat diets, and people are losing weight currently on low carb diets. So that does not help us decide. Most of the trials that compare the two have strong weaknesses. You cannot control the exact composition of the meal. This is very important. You may control fats or carbs, but your weight loss will vary depending on how much protein is there in the meals. For example, most of the trials that showed benefits of low carb diets were not protein matched and calorie matched studies. Remember that proteins complicate comparisons. They increase insulin levels, which is bad for weight loss, but also increase satiety, which is good for weight loss. Plus 30% of protein calories are burned just for digesting them in something called thermic effect of food, or TEF. So you can consume 40% more calories in proteins than in fats to end up getting the same calories for the body. Therefore, the results of any trial that is not protein matched is not fully reliable. To avoid these problems, scientists rely on a gold standard, something called metabolic wart studies. So when scientists conducted such face-to-face trials in 2016 and then again in 2020, they found something very interesting. Which of the two diets you think worked? Low fat or low carb? Here's the answer. Both. Both the diets work. In fact, neither of them was superior to the other. Both helped in weight loss of almost equal amount. I'll put a link to those papers in the description below for those who are interested. The low carb diet lowered insulin levels by 22% compared to when the same people were on low fat diet, which was good. But when it came to weight loss, both gave pretty much similar results. But the low fat dieters lost more body fat, while low carb dieters lost more fat-free mass. And mind you, these were the same people following the two different diets in two different phases of the study. So it looks as if both the diets were helpful but in different ways. If you want to lose body weight and lower insulin for health benefits, low carb diets look great. If you want to lose fat in your body, low fat diet look good. Now what exactly is happening? For starters, no one knows everything yet. The science of metabolic advantage and hacking for weight loss is still being understood. There are many interrelated hormones which counterbalance each other in the control of hunger, satiety, blood sugar, and body fat. I have videos on many of them on this channel separately. On one hand, there are hormones that help you retain your fat, such as insulin, leptin, amylin, glucagon like peptide 1, peptide tyrosine, neuropeptide Y, cholecystokinin. On the other hand, there are hormones that help you lose your fat, such as glucagon, estrogen, testosterone, adrenaline, norepinephrine, cortisol, fibroblast growth factor 21, human growth hormone, etc. It is almost a battle of equals, and that's why I call the weight loss effort a game of chess. So where do we go from here? Well, Instead of debating which diet is better, look carefully at the commonalities in the diets. If you do that, you will find some helpful clues. It seems that both the types of diets involve very little processed foods. When you put restrictions such as low carb or low fat in a diet, food choices reduce. People in general eat more when offered a variety. Also, when people are under observation, they stick with their diets far better. In fact, it appears to me that it does not matter which diet plan you follow. The decision should be based on what you can follow and whether you have any underlying medical condition that precludes a particular diet. Finally, it has been observed separately that the benefits of these diets start wearing off in about 12 months. After 24 months or about 2 years, participants gain some or all of that weight back. So there's something in both these diets that is healthy but unsustainable. What is it? And can we retain the healthy part of the diets and remove the unsustainable part? If we can do that, it will help us lose the weight permanently. After all, the best diet is the one you can follow for your entire life. Do check out a video of mine where I discuss exactly this holy grail of weight loss diets. Click in this box to view it. And here is a 40-minute long video packed with hundreds of weight loss tips that will help you lose weight. Remember, ignorance is a bad idea when it comes to obesity. Thank you.